Oh, hey, whoa. Oh, hey, whoa, bro. Hey, whoa.
A lot of stuff going on there.
There we go. Just like that. When I move, you move. Just like that. Hell yeah. Hey, DJ, bring that back. Hello. Hello,
It's
hello.
Blowing in.
Hello,
It's
hello.
sucking out.
That is what she said. We're going nowhere.
There we go. I didn't have it on out. That's why I felt like it was blowing in.
Well, physics says.
A little loud. Hopefully you can't hear that too bad.
Feels like pumpkin spice.
Ah.
For the first time.
Feels like the first time, the very first time. Oh, I still can't hear out of one of my ears, so this ought to be interesting.
Oh, okay. Oh, is this from the last time? Uh-huh.
No, those are both new.
Oh, they are? Oh.
That one's a Canon, though.
Oh. What would we like to do first?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first official episode of Bad News Bros.
This is Bad News Bears. Please, buckle up for safety, motherfuckers.
Tonight we've got Choco Vine, the best chocolate wine in the world.
And Chief Sticks, the best replacement for your nicotine havocs.
Sorry, you're what?
Chief Sticks.
Now you got me. Oh, organic hemp Okay. Okay, I see you. 0% nicotine, 0%.
They suck because they're not cigarettes.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really funny. I almost thought about doing a spliff for the first time in a long time tonight, but I didn't.
Yeah, tobacco is like once you put it down, you can't really.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Apparently, drunk cigs don't count, but I'm not on that level yet.
I mean, I love those shirts, but like,
Nicole can do it. I can't.
Yeah, I can't. It doesn't count for me because then I really want one. You know. I can't tell if I'm being heard around the world. Yeah, I am.
Heard around the world.
Around
the world
good.
in 80
I think
days.
Our levels are all right. So let's see.
We have okay levels. Anyways, this is Bad News Bros. Get him. Get at him. Welcome. Meet us in the fucking dugout. Yeah. I was gonna stutter there.
I couldn't find the right button. I actually wanted this one.
But we can start with the bad news that I could not draw a good logo. So I used ChatGPT to help me out, bro.
God, everyone is
Dude,
ChatGPT.
it's so great.
It's so annoying.
Dude,
my work is
love
trying to
it.
get me to use
love
it now, and I'm like,
No.
I literally did a whole episode of podcasting with Reverend Robert about how like
you like make your own art already, and so that way it's like I'm not like the best. Like certain arts I'm like decent, but like for this stuff, it's just easier. It's like we don't have like a fun size around anymore to help us out with this crap.
He still makes.
So
good
it's
art.
like yeah. But I have this one. This one is pretty cool. Reminds me of some of the.
Cool. I like that.
Yeah, because like the Bad News Bros is like kind of like a dig at the Bad News Bears.
I like the bat.
So I like this one
Font's
more.
a little Red Soxy.
I like this one more, but the next one more. But I need to change the like, design so it gets a little bit more. What's it like tonish? But like that one.
I didn't think I was gonna like it as much as I do. At first I was like, I don't know if I like the ball, and then I'm like, yeah, the tooth sells me.
Yeah.
The tooth sells me.
This is the great story. Is that this? Maybe you don't, or maybe you do understand ChatGPT. ChatGPT has like pretty much a single server for every single person that uses it. God. So pretty much you're creating every search you make is just your own little personal file growing bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and it has every single thing. Keeps it all. Light that shit up, dude.
I was reading it. I've never had this before. Blackstone Valley Cannabis Pre-Roll. But this stuff is supposed to be, this is like wicked high testing. It's like 36, 37%.
Yeah, my semen is high testing.
How about?
My semen.
Do you have the results? Like, do you have to print it on paper? Or
I don't need it. I had one shot, one try, and my wife got pregnant. My wife got pregnant.
I see.
And she told me that night actually that I didn't have a strong shot. But guess what?
Well,
Boom, motherfucker.
The statistics.
The statistic says that I have the strongest shot and high T.
All right, well, you're about to forget about that because this is a little amnesia haze.
We have nothing but bad news here for you guys. So anyways, so ChatGPT's got its own little personal profile building on you the whole time. And I just love it because this is like my first time actually like really using my profile on ChatGPT. Because like I was talking to it about some music stuff at first, and then some video stuff at first, and some like directors like view blah blah. And I just go, oh yeah, that's right. I was talking about a logo for the podcast, and I was like, I started off with like normal ones that were like gas station-ish podcasts, like logos, you know, like the blue triangle here, blue triangle over here, circle over here, you know.
Yeah.
Because I'm also working on another podcast that I've been talking about for forever, but I actually want to, because I'm actually going to try to do it. But like Paul's going to be like my kind of like my co-host on that. And so like I was talking to him about P&D Productions or D&P, because it's, you know, D&P.
That sounds like what me and David did way back in the day. We did when we first tried to make like videos, like YouTube videos. We called it DPPP. I'm sorry, DPP, which was Dirty Pillow Productions. Yeah.
So obviously there's obviously a good little sexual spin on everything nowadays because you know that's the only fun we can have. So. Yeah, but it's just a very slow and work process with that. So I always kind of messed around with like logos for that kind of looks like a Jiffy Lube logo, if you would, you know, like simple stuff like that.
I like it. It also makes me think of mobile, though. That's why it's like, I kind of like it.
So, this tastes really good.
Yeah. They're good. I like them.
So, I was like, alright. So, I started off with, like, that stuff, with, like, the Bad News Bros. And then I was like, wait. I want it to be, like, a baseball logo. Because you know how they do, like, the fancy bees and the fancy swirls. Like, all the... Kind of looks like, you know, it's script or whatever. Like, I don't know. With the filigree around it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I was looking at that stuff. And then I was like, dude, you know, like... Because it's, like, a rip on the Bad News Bad News Bears. I was like... And I made the joke about the dugout last time. Which I failed at this time. I was like, oh... It should be a baseball bat with like barbed wire.
I do
you
like
know?
that.
Or like a nail through it. And I was like, oh, that'd be so sick, right? And I really like how that came out. And I was like, but you know what? It seems like so much more our style because like the generation we grew up in. So like before we get her back around to that logo, it's like no, that's a bigger conversation. I don't know how to. I don't want to have to circle back around but it's such a good conversation because I was just thinking about it the other day. But either way, so I was like. We grew up in a generation where movies we watched were so, like, crazy that, like, Dwayne Johnson would, like, take, like, a piece of cedar, and just cedar, and just go in and bash up a casino, you know, and so that...
Oh, my God.
And, like, you know,
movie.
and, like, he'd get, like, people's blood on it and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And it looked cool, and I was like, you know what'd be really sick? Is if I can get, like, a baseball with, like, teeth stuck in it, like I threw it at someone's face.
I dig that. That was a good movie.
It was The Rundown.
No, Walking Tall.
Walking Tall. That was
Yeah,
Walking Tall. It was actually that was actually a remake too.
I was gonna say that. I was literally gonna say it's a remake. Yeah.
But The Rundown is still one of my personal favorites of his.
I haven't watched that song that I really need to.
And like I'm pretty sure he would say the movie's terrible, and I'm sure a lot of people would. But like there's so many movies from growing up that people are like, dude, that movie's absolutely terrible, and I'm just like, dude, but it was like you grew up with it, like it's like, yes, it might be like terrible, but it's like such a great movie at the same time, you know, such a great movie. For instance, like
I feel like
a movie
not as good compared to nowadays. Like if they remade it,
well, no, that's not true. Because like at the time, like for instance, like a movie that I don't even think would be good if they remade it would be like Wild Wild West. That's what I was gonna say. Like for instance, like that movie at the time, like when we watched it when we were kids when it came out, that movie was fucking hilarious, dude. Like we were dying, especially with the guy wearing, you know, fake tits and making Will Smith feel them. You know, just like all the dirty comedy like that, so on and so forth, and then like all the shitty CGI that you just never caught on to.
I mean,
and then you go and watch it again now, and you're like, oh my god, this is terrible. Like, and it's like almost so tough to watch because of how bad CGI is. For instance, like. One of my favorite movies growing up was Ben Affleck's Daredevil. Absolutely love that movie. I still love that movie to this day. I don't care what anybody says. I still love that movie to this day. But like when he's jumping between buildings or like swinging, you were just like, oh my god, I didn't realize like how bad.
Because it was probably good then. It was probably good back then.
No, The Matrix was good back then.
Speaking of Daredevil, though, his girlfriend, I just watched that movie again for the first time in a long time.
His girlfriend?
Yeah, isn't that his girlfriend in the comic? I don't know. I don't follow comics really well, but Elektra?
Oh, you watched Elektra?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a thing. I don't know if they ever really fully... I was like, it's like certain comics were just like movies to me. And I think that's why that other like podcast will be like great for me too, is because like I think like before music, my first original love was always movie or film. I mean, like as you remember, like my room was decorated one time with a film banner around it and stuff. But I've always enjoyed the storytelling that cinema can give off. And like, you know, for instance, like Star Wars fans are like so crazy because of like all this canon stuff, but it's like sometimes with a movie, fun is better than canon. You know, like yeah, but is it cool? You know, like for instance, like sometimes with music, like yeah, but if I did it that way, it wouldn't sound that cool. You know, sometimes just sounding cool instead of being on time and all this nerdy shit. It's just not as better. Like, dude, for instance, like you know, like I'm not trying to call them out because like I absolutely love this song and I love a lot of their songs. I still love some of their new music, like Papa Roach, like Last Resort, like a lot of those songs. Like the tuning is so broken.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. I find that most of the time when it's a really good song, like something that like. Actually, no, I'm just going to say that. Sometimes when it's a really good song, it's because of that. It's like, it's just, I always used to say, when I used to like do a little bit more producing, I always thought of like certain mistakes or certain things being off as far as like key of certain things. It just, to me, it was a fingerprint.
Sometimes a nice flat in the middle of something is nice. Like,
yeah.
Like if you fail, like it's not necessarily a fail, it's like, when you recorded it, yes, it was like a mistake, but like that mistake makes it. And like, yeah, maybe you can never like mimic it live.
And
I
that's,
mean, like
that
whatever it is,
something,
what it is.
yeah,
But like you know,
moments, yeah.
There's a lot of '80s music specifically because the way it was recorded, specifically on like 12-string guitars, where you couldn't recreate the sound on a professional status like recording studio. Whereas like a demo was the perfect thing. You know, there's so many of those perfect ones. Like God, what's the song? Of course, like this happens to me every single time now that I can't. I'm like trying to remember the name of the song.
This is why I wanted to get a tech guy. He could be remembering and looking up right now.
Well, I would need the name of the band. I can't remember the name of the band, but it was a popular '80s band. I'm pretty sure it was a one hit. It was well, not a one hit wonder, but it was definitely their biggest hit. I know like the guy, like I can tell you the story behind it and everything because like I remember all this stupid shit. But like I'm pretty sure the guy was like sitting on a toilet with this new 12-string guitar and like. He played something and he just came up with like a melody or something and then you recorded the whole song and then like that was it. Like, and when they tried to record it from the demo to the thing, it just didn't work, so to keep it as the demo.
There's like certain things sometimes that like interrupt a recording that I'll leave in a recording when on a couple of occasions. Like for example, one time when we were recording Mr. Osborne's EP at one point. I think we were at Sarah's house when she lived with her mom or something like that. Maybe I think that's where it was, and James was there, and he had his cell phone.
Oh, when it went off.
And his phone went off, but when we played it back, we were like, "Yo, that kind of sounds so cool." And then I tweaked it a little, but like we left his literal phone going off during the recording because it sounded so fucking cool. People sometimes would have no idea that it's a phone. You know what I mean? It's like
so like for instance like Billie Eilish, if I'm pronouncing that, I really hope I'm pronouncing that right.
I just found a song I like by her.
So like Bad Guy.
Oh yeah.
There's a beat in the background that's going the whole time. And, like, people would think, like, that, oh, like, cool, you made it on synth or something. Like, that's actually the sound of the Australian... I think it was Australia in the story that they were saying, or whatever, in the interview. They were saying that was, like, the sound the Australian crosswalk made when, like, it was, like, waiting for you to go. Like, it was just, like, chicka, 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 chicka. And they just recorded it, and then they added it in. And it's just, like... It's just a perfect fit sometimes. Like, you know, that's the sound. I know it's, like, one of the most, like, popular sounds.
I had a moment like that the other day when I was fucking around with Lily. When I was doing the recording in the back, like we were recording, and I don't know why I was actually recording, so there's no vocals being done, but like I was recording while we were like doing something, but like you could hear, and I was just like, but the way it sounded on the playback was like, boop. And it was like so cool to like use that kind of sample it.
I think that's the biggest thing that you need to like learn in music too, especially with now modern age pop music and stuff like that. Is that like sometimes you just need to use your voice, you know,
seriously.
And then like record it, and then like you just edit the pitch and the octaves of it, and just like make this like super high pitched thing. So it's like you went like bow chicka wow, and now it's like, you know, it's like it's crazy. It's like, that's what it is.
Forget the guy's name. It was Mike something, and he was who's the vocalist of? But like he was in a bunch of bands. He's wicked famous. That tattoo guy used to talk about him all the time. I think. That guy you used to go to. I can't remember his name now.
I used to go to?
Yeah.
Who? Corey?
Yes, Corey. Yes. A good one. It was like Haze. Oh, I forgot. I wanted to show you a band too. I think they only have 2 songs out right now, but I think you will friggin' like it. Check this shit out.
ChatGPT, I got created like another new logo, just because it's so fun and so simple. There's like the things you can come up with, but it's like the way I'm like explaining that shit to ChatGPT. They're gonna be like, dude, we have a serial killer. Like, we have a serial killer on the loose, and like there is one in Boston or like in the New England area. So like I don't want to be that guy.
Do you believe that? I'd like to.
Yes, there's 100% a serial killer on the loose around here.
I mean, there is, 100%. But not the one they're talking about. This isn't the. I don't think the things they're connecting they're not connected.
I don't know what they're about.
There's no similarities.
There's no one around
there's
here.
No similarities. Yes, there's a bunch of dead people around here, but I wouldn't say.
Or just a bunch of dead people.
That it's one serial killer killing all these serials.
See, that's sick.
Okay, that's way sick. It's gonna be bad though if anyone ever asks me if I know anything about baseball, and I'm gonna be like,
"It's not. It's just it's still the name because it's a sick movie. That's it. That's it." I'm so tired of this people like gatekeeping fucking everything, dude. You know.
Dude, I like that. That should be it.
I'll share it to you.
Do you have to? Is that like copyrighted? How does that work?
No, it's not copyrighted. It's like it's probably just a quick made image, really. You know, that's it.
You should see if you can get ChatGPT to make us like a new deathcore instrumental and see what happens.
I don't know if it could do that. I think like it can but it can definitely like write you lyrics and stuff. Either way, it's great. It's great.
Does it just take time to load?
It takes a second. Yeah,
I don't trust these machines, man.
Well, you know, AI has to think too. I always joke around that there's just like somebody like David that's just like waiting for us to say something really quick, and they're just like, "Oh, I got this really quick," just jotting it down really quick, you know.
Honestly, that's believable. Just call it a dystopian error. It's more like Black Mirror. It's like a Black Mirror fucking episode.
Skynet, Terminator shit. Perfect.
What is happening?
It's a monkey in a man suit. I'm just saying, it's good. It's fun because, yes, you can create your own stuff, but you can also just create something fun and funky, and just like have a blast with it. Like,
it's a real issue for kids, I think.
Oh
Or
yeah,
schools,
no,
I mean,
no,
schools.
yeah, no. There was a teacher that recently just put out a thing that like he put all of his math questions in the ChatGPT, and then he like purposely worded it so like they couldn't use ChatGPT, which I don't know how, but he did it. And half the kids came up to him and said they couldn't do the test because they couldn't use ChatGPT, and he was just like, yeah,
That's a problem.
yeah, not good.
I'm even thinking like college essays, shit like that. It's like essays has got to be a big one. You know what I mean? And what happens to the people who write an essay as good as ChatGPT and then they get in trouble because they're like, "No way you wrote this. This is ChatGPT," and I fucking wrote this.
Yeah, I guess the copyright would be tough from ChatGPT because it probably would change it based on how everybody asks towards it, but it's still probably like a way that the way it's worded that you can tell it's like AI formatted.
Yeah, usually. But like some kids are smart enough to go in and change that little.
Well, as you said, like I used to use Wikipedia all the time for stuff like that and just copy and paste.
God.
I would just use the
Not
show
even
you.
that. Spark Notes, dude. I used to never read books. Just
And you just change a few words around and you just kind of make it sound like how you would say it, and they're just kind of like, oh yeah, this kid speaks like this, like he's kind of in my situation. I'm, oh yeah, he is kind of dumb, you know, like yeah, that's how it would be. I just get rid of a few periods and quotations and skip a
throw
few
the punctuation off.
throw a few like words off in there, you know,
balls.
instead of ofs or ifs, you know, T's and I's are not crossed and dotted.
Oh man.
What a life. Oh, what a night.
Oh, what a night. We should get a live band to perform every episode.
That would be really cool. Maybe one day.
We can call it
Maybe one day I'll actually make an album.
the side room, the sidebar,
Yeah.
and then they can perform.
But we can have some 2002 fucking action happen up in here, but you're fucking withholding from us.
You're withholding from.
You're withholding. You could host some dope shit. I've been hosting guys' nights the last fucking year and a half in my fucking room, in my fucking small ass 650
Dude,
foot
wait
apartment.
till you see how back I put the horseshoe pits in, child safe.
We don't want that. We just want to get drunk in a small room and bitch about it shit. So we got a fire pit and stuff like that. But you don't... What I'm saying is that, you know, you could have a classic, like, early 2000s, like, put Jackass on. Some Viva La Bam shit. Oh, sorry, that's what I'm into right now.
Viva La Bam. Mr. Bam is all over everywhere right now.
I follow this, like, it's really... Yeah, I follow. This is the shit I'm into right now. I guess this is like what else? This is gonna be a perfect inside example of like me telling you. I was like, oh, my 30s. I've really been going through life and being like, oh, like I really miss this and that. Like, oh, like this is like what it was like when we grew up. You know, this and that. Well, like these videos are a perfect example. It's like.
I'm Ashley Tisdale, and you're watching Disney Channel.
That's a vibe. That's a vibe.
That was actually that was the worst video actually. So, let me see if I can find you. I can't spell for shit, so I had to Google stuff before I can, you know. There you go. This is a good one. And this brings us back to the beginning of the conversation when I was saying about a certain style of things, like when I was saying like the baseball with teeth stuck in it. It's like you have that Resident Evil shit, the Blade Trinity, or just Blade 2 and stuff, like the Grand Theft Auto 3.
I feel like I still live my life this way.
You definitely have all the stuff from then, still.
This is a big...
Oh, maybe I should just go to the...
Who's the white dude?
That's the guy that like shares all this shit, but like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing it social media, you know.
That's why I'm asking all these questions. Speaking of videos, asking all these questions, asking all these questions. Oh, that's weird.
It's like these videos, like they hit a certain.
Yeah. It's almost like a.
It is nostalgic, but it's like it hits like a certain way in your soul that you're just like,
yeah.
no one's gonna understand what it felt like. No one's gonna, cause like they weren't there.
Those on this one, like specifically those fall leaves just hit.
Yeah. But like, oh man, it hits you, dude. Just like the sounds and stuff. It's like kids don't experience that anymore. Like, yeah, I know like this stuff was like really big when like mom was growing up. You know, like in the '60s. I mean, in the '70s and then like the '80s. Like, and I know people like got to live through the '80s hair metal. Like, dude, I'm so jealous of that. But like, I'm very fortunate for the time we grew up in because it really was a different kind of lawless with like Slipknot, Limp Bizkit, Korn, like. I guess like the new metal scene coming in, but like grunge and all this stuff, like the mid to late '90s and early 2000s, so like up until like 2006 or 7, it was something else that you had to live through to experience it because it was different. It was like yes, the '80s was something to be threatened with, '70s and '60s, great. You know, you got the Rolling Stones, you got Aerosmith, but it really was a time to be alive, but. Why is it just gonna be Halloween once right now? It's really funny.
Fucking Halloween, man.
Oh, I just got a lot of shit going on, like a lot of Halloween things where it's like 100 days to Halloween because I follow a lot of those pages. So.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh. It's almost like an ASMR thing.
It's honestly, this shit's almost made me cry a few times, dude.
It's like stimulating.
It is.
I saw that video the other day.
This one?
Yeah, this is nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy's really weird.
Oh, gross.
I think it's like we lived life before social media, and a lot of these posts say, "Do you remember what life was like before social media hit?" And it's like it's these photos that they use.
Yeah.
Because it's true.
Yeah, that's true. So true.
And like these ones, this sound specifically does kind of get me. Oh, there's one with the kids laughing in the background, and I almost have to turn the volume down when I watch those videos. So it almost makes me cry.
Interesting. I often see shit like this, and I don't have my sound on. You know?
That's the sound.
Oh yeah, that is weird.
I mean, the fact is that summers and everything do feel different as an adult because you also can't get away and do the same things that you did as a kid. You know, it's like weird. It's like, oh, there's the 30-year-olds hanging out on the playground, passing a joint around, talking shit about their neighbor. You know, like, dude, I can't believe Danny didn't cut his lawn this week. You know, like it becomes, you know, and then like what at that point it's like it's either okay, it's like these guys need to either A, get a life, or B, like, you know, they're like what are they doing in the playground at this time? It's creepy, you know. And it's like, and then in your 20s, it's like you can still kind of get away with that stuff for a little bit, like up until like 24 and 5ish, and then 24 to 25, like you're kind of like, all right, I guess we'll just like explore abandoned buildings and like. Get weird, like interesting hobbies. Get like go to the bar. Bar becomes a huge thing, you know.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know, from like, you know, like from like 17 to like 21, yeah, you're able to like still do things that you kind of did at the ending of like your senior year, like walk the rail trail all hours of the night, drinking beer and smoking joints, like, you know, and then like going home and like chilling at the end of the night, and like all just like doing it again the next day, you know.
Honestly,
and like it's all of our own doing. Like, we're the ones that keep adding more bills to ourselves. We're like, oh, dude, that's $5 more. It's all good, you know? No, it's not. We're fucked.
Yeah.
Where's our fucking? And then like all the fucking values we were taught, like the American dream, it's fucking dead because it fucking is. Because the American dream, that was the idea originally back then, was like get a house, have a great family, be a Christian. It's not okay. Like
no Christians.
All this fucking bullshit, like. Like we can't even like we don't even like we're like where is our money? The generation after us is like what is money? And then the generation after that is like we've never even seen money. Like dude, think of it. Some kids, they'll get their first job, they'll sign some shit, and they'll have direct deposit. And then from their direct deposit, when they get a car or something, they're gonna sign a paper that says direct take out. they're never even gonna see money, cash in their
that's
hands.
true.
It'll be Venmo, debit, all this, you
Another
know.
thing that drives me crazy is how much money these kids get off of things like social media,
And they get it so young. Like I watched this video the other day, and this guy walks around and he asks how much money is in your account, and it was like a bunch of like 20-year-olds that had like hundreds of thousands of dollars or plus.
Remember though,
They were all in LA. I just want to point that out. Like, it's obviously going to be a lot different than, other places. But
well, working the job I work, that half it's always just bullshit. They're always just starting to
no. This guy, like, they'll show you the numbers and shit. Or not us, but the guy.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Oh, I don't trust anybody.
I mean,
Trust
yeah.
nobody.
But it's just but like my point was just that like they get this money so fast that like they don't have a value to the money. It's like like you said, it comes in the account, it goes out of the account, you never actually see it, it holds no physical value. And so like they'll have no concept of like if one of them loses their social media job or something, they'll have no concept of how to like struggle with the money, like
I'm talking about struggling with the money or struggling with stuff like that. Talking about all these girls that like, and I'm not like, there's guys out there too that have it and stuff, but it's just like, your OnlyFans. It's like, I think like dude, you do it. It's your body, absolutely do it. But I think y'all should be wearing masks. Unless it's like gonna be something that you do for the rest of your life, or it's gonna actually help you retire for the rest of your life. Because like, yes, I know some people made like $2 million in one day or whatever, blah blah blah, or some celebrity, blah blah. But like younger people, guys, girls, everyone, whatever you want to be called, they, them, I don't care. Wear a mask, protect yourself, because when does come to a time for a background check, say you want to get into law enforcement or something like that, and they find your OnlyFans, if your face is plastered all over there, if your tattoos are all over it, you are screwed. Why would someone like want to hire a lawyer that you can just look up her tits any day, or his boobs or ass or dick, like whatever words you want to put in there. Why, like, could you imagine getting pulled over by a cop and just be like, dude, I saw your dick the other day.
I'm
nice
like
dick.
90% sure that shit has happened. Like,
It
I think
has.
there's
It
been-
probably
yeah.
totally has.
Like where like a chick cop like pulls someone over and they're like, "Oh my god, didn't I just buy you on OnlyFans the other day?"
It's terrible. It's terrible. Okay, and like for instance, like it's justification of like firing like an elementary school teacher who's doing it. Like, if your husband's looking at that shit, like. That's your guys' problem personally in a relationship.
I think-
Can't help you with that. Like, cause like,
I think
I would be
the
curious.
issue
I'd be
is-
curious. I'd totally be
I
curious.
think
But
the
like,
issue is for
I don't think
everyone-
she should lose her job. But like, there should be some fine line of like, you need to
that's
protect
what I
your
was gonna
identity.
say. That's what I was gonna say. Where's the fine line? I think that's where the thing is where's the fine line? Is it just teachers who can't do it? Is it just or that it's frowned upon or whatever?
Yeah,
It's
like-
or is it just anyone of a certain like they only. Or, I don't know, children. I'm trying to think of like examples of like.
I don't think the children are gonna be in trouble, are in any danger of her doing it. Like,
No. I just mean like, where's the line of like what careers can and can't? Like, where is it not appropriate? Where is it
I mean, I think it's appropriate for anybody to do it. That's the thing. I think everybody has the right. That's like why we live in America. Is like we have these rights to do all these things. So I'm not gonna test anybody because and also if you believe that that's your right, I'm not gonna be the one to test you because like I honestly have to. I don't want to hear your fucking bullshit. I really just fucking don't. But that being said, we do live in America, and like you have every right to say and do whatever you want. Does it not make you not weird? No. Hey, so have you? You're fucking weird. I want you to know that you're fucking weird, dude. Okay, but like you have your right. And I'm totally cool for that. I don't. God, I'm ADHD in it now. I'm ADHD in it. I lost it because that's how much I just don't fucking care. But there's a fine line, like I've seen like things about kids, specifically in New Hampshire where I work. That there's like kids that wanted litter boxes put into bathrooms because they're a cat. They identify as a cat. And it's like,
furries,
and it's just like, bro, or her, or they, that, whatever. Because I know I'm talking about a certain type of community I don't want to be. But there's a certain hygiene level. There's a hygiene level. And not everybody needs to see your pee and poop. and not everybody else wants to help
But
clean
what
it up.
if they're into that?
Then you know what? It's called a family bathroom, and they should have a little scoop that they pick up themselves and put it down a chute. You know, like I do feel bad because there are some people that at times like, and I've seen it like firsthand. And I can imagine what it was like having to go through a certain date and time, being a certain type of person. It's terrible, you know. And if through any generation, anything that you have to struggle like that, through anything.
Wait, how did we get here from furries?
Because I was saying that because I've seen firsthand someone had to struggle with that, like they couldn't go in the guys' locker room because no guy wanted them in there.
I see,
Nobody wanted them in the woman's
I
locker room,
see.
and they had to change in the woman's bathroom for I think like all 3 to 4 years until like about senior year, where it was like everyone that was there and everybody that was a freshman was like accepting of said thing at said time, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like, "Brr."
So furries.
I don't care. It's your thing. If it's in my house, do your thing. Just don't bring it near me. Just don't bring it near
Why is
me.
it happening in your house?
If it is, like, say, I have a kid. Okay, kids get older, they get into weird shit.
Are you saying your child's gonna be a furry?
Dude, he's pretending to eat like a dog a lot lately.
I guess the line is when he gets.
The line is now
out
crossed. Okay, we're
It's
eating like
when-
dogs already. Okay, the fuck, dude.
What if? So okay. So you just want all furries to be just feel like they're okay?
Everyone should feel okay. Well, I think general, because I know people in comments are fucking idiots. Obviously, if you're in jail and you did something to a certain amount of level, no, fuck you. Everyone else, yeah.
Fuck them.
Fuck them all. Dildos. Dildos in the ass.
I think we should end every episode of Bad News Bros with just a bunch of random noise nonsense.
Well, I don't have much longer time, unfortunately, because, you know, it's Monday and it's weird. So we could start progressively getting ready to do that right now. But we should also take a few more drags of a J or something like that. I feel like we should do something like that.
Oh yeah, I'm down, man.
Yeah, we should do that. We should smoke one more joint before I go.
You should light up one of them little lemon
Little ones,
haze.
little ones?
Lemon haze.
So I got, see, I want to clean my travel rig because I got some sour diesel dab the other day. I was like, I know Chris likes that. So it was funny, like the woman, I don't know why I'm like struggling with this. The woman there the other day, yeah, the woman there the other day was like, oh, we have like a very small select like cult group that like loves the dab and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, well, I feel very called out now, like because I was like, yeah, I'm part of that little cult group that you're talking about. Lemons. Bad news, bros. Me us in the fucking dugout.
Ba 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 ba.
Ba-da-ba-ba. I want to do one more like really cool thing on ChatGPT before we go. Give me something cool, like what? Like
I want the fucking instrumental, man.
Okay.
Tell it what to do.
Well,
Tell that
what did you
robot.
want?
Tell
What did
that
you want?
robot
A
who's
deathcore
boss.
instrumental.
A new death, like NU deathcore instrumental. Might be a hyphen in there. I don't know.
It'll
Is
be
there
fine.
A hyphen? I don't know.
Like the thing is about ChatGPT is that it is just fun to kind of talk to. Like say like right for now. What if Clinton never got the blowjob? You can ask that. Like we'll do it after. Watch. So. Okay, so it just didn't really fully understand, but it did create us a darker tone, like a gothic sound. I don't know if you can hear it, like
Just a tone?
it's like, but it's tough because like I would sit here for 20 minutes trying to get it to make that, but you can like so like essentially like what I'm saying is like you can have it do that, you can, But you have to sit here and answer question after question to get to do that. But you can, is what I'm saying. Because that was just like a little thing, because like, I didn't understand what I was asking. So you have to be more thorough sometimes with it. But, for instance, so it's like...
So you're teaching the robot.
In a way. But, like, for instance, like this. Like, so I just asked it, what if JFK was never shot? If JFK... Which we already know this was, by the way. This statement is pretty obvious, but I'm just going to do it so it adds to the story of how we're going to talk about it. But if JFK had never been shot on November 2nd, 1963... November 22nd, sorry. 1963. The course of U.S. history, global history, of course, could have been dramatically changed. Here's a breakdown of plausible outcomes and based on historical context, blah, blah, blah. JFK probably would have started supporting and pushing for the Civil Rights Acts himself. Something about someone else pushing it because of clout, congressional clout, but whatever. In the Great Society program, Johnson launched a massive social platform like Medicare, Medicaid, and the war on poverty. JFK was less focused on domestic poverty. These programs might not have happened. Result, America may have become less socially supportive state in the 60s and 70s. So it's just like saying essentially like a bunch of what ifs, you know? Like you can go down, it's like foreign policy in Vietnam. Like there's so much to it. And yes, people that are listening, I know that was a terrible explanation. That part just sucked. But whatever. Culture and trust in government, you know, like let's think of something like what it like give me something here, what
What if ChatGPT learns too much? Ask
no,
that.
they know that that's like asking Siri. What if dinosaurs?
Ask it who it works for. Who's your leader?
What if dinosaurs never existed?
Jesus.
You know, and it's just going through all of these things, like, you know, just because I asked, like, what if dinosaurs never existed? You know, it gives you all this information and shit. And you just go to, and it's just like a fun little thing to do, you know. Like the other day, I was just like asking like formats of bass and like what's it take to be. I know this sounds really corny, but it's like, what's it take to be in like a cover band, and like blah 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 blah, you know, like it's like I was like stoned, and I was just like, oh yeah, I was like, so like, what do I have to do? But pretty much, I've also come to terms in my later life that like I'm never gonna hit the stage, but like I can still make music, even though I've never made music besides once in my life. I've got cool bass lines, but I never do anything with it. But so like it's time to move on, and like I think I'm gonna start moving on towards like the podcasting, and like some video shit. Hopefully, that'd be pretty cool. But we'll see. We'll see where it takes me. We should do a podcast on shrooms. That'd be really cool.
I would love to do a podcast on shrooms.
Yeah, we should do that. That'd be really cool.
I love that idea. Perhaps in the wild.
No.
Perhaps we'll just set up in a park.
Every time I'm trying to do in the wild is not fun.
And we'll just set up in a park at a table. We'll have the mics there, and then people walk by and be like, "Hi, would you like to have a talk?"
No.
Why not?
Oh.
Remember that guy?
Every time I'm outside, it just doesn't happen for me.
Do you remember that guy that Paul took a video of me, like with the microphone on my hat, and he was talking to me about some shit? Remember that?
Well, that's specific.
It was pretty specific.
But you should download your ChatGPT and maybe make a new smoke break therapy thing. Because it's like, dude, like, I am happy that, like, you have the compassion and that, like, you're fucking epic at, like, your own style of art.
Shitty.
But, like, you are stuck in the early 2000s, my dude. You are stuck in I made this on paint.
Yeah.
I love you to death. And dude, like you're good. You're good at what you do. Don't get me wrong. You are good at what you do. I'm impressed because like you sent me that like thing like about the podcast logo, and I was like I could never do this with like the little stuff that like, because I know you have all the free stuff. I know you do.
Yeah.
So like, I'm impressed at like what you can do with what you have, but I'm like at the same time I'm like, dude, you have such other tools that I know you're not using because I know you're stubborn.
Yeah.
And it's like ChatGPT is so fun, dude. Like, and just like little things like that, like download like little AI art and stuff like that. Cause like that's the thing, is like it's art, dude. Like it's like just fusion other photos with it. Like you don't need to use that photo that they created totally, but you can use the corner of it. You know, you can do other things. So just remember that you can use it as keys to other art. But I think it created some dope logos, and I think that you agree on that. It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. Pretty dope. So you can do. And like for instance, you could take that logo and I'd make a flag out of it. You know. So like. Yeah, I mean, you could change up some of your band shit or your music stuff. We don't have bands. We are solo artists, by the way. Don't fucking try to put us in that shit.
Graphic designers must like hate their lives right now.
Yeah, I mean, like, dude, there's a huge company that's like I'm not saying it's Coca-Cola, but like a company that's as huge as Coca-Cola, and it could possibly be, I could be an idiot, but they just did a huge like advertisement for their shit. And it was all AI made, which means they didn't have to pay anybody but the one creator.
Heard that, yeah.
If they even used an AI creator besides someone at the company, you know, like, and they didn't have to pay anybody, you know, that's money in their pocket now. And people are pissed because now actors would have a job, voice actors would have a job, because what if it was animated or something, narrated, you know, and it's just like now, like, digital creators, editors, all this stuff are now out of a job, all simply because a company wanted to be cheap. Even though they have millions and millions of dollars, probably billions, because if it's a company like Coca-Cola, we already know they've been going forever. So, but on that note, until 2 weeks from now, bad new bears.
Bad new bears.
Bad new bears.
Have a good night, folks. This was
the Bad News Bros.
Signing out here.
We're stuck in the early 2000s. If you're offended, suck it. What are we playing?
I have no idea.
I was following you.
I know, but I was just like, I don't know what I want to play. I could go for a little. No, I like shiny. I want something shiny. There we go. You should write a song on bass, and then you should apply other instruments to it.
That's pretty much how I have to do it, because my bass lines are very weird. Because I don't write bass lines like I'm a normal bassist, because I'm playing it like it's a guitar. And the way my sound works is, yeah, it's just fuzz rock, but still. Either way, this is Bad News Bros. We checking out. Meet us in the fucking dugout. I can't keep up with that. That's not how I play.
You play. I'm out. I'm gonna. You want to text you?
Just give you a quick eye drop. No, ice cream cone right below your eye. What do you think?
There we go. Huh? No, I do not want an eye drop.
What? No, not an eye drop. I said an ice cream cone below
I don't want
your
an ice
eye.
cream cone either.
You have to earn the
Why
scoop.
not? Shit. Alright, here.
Hey! Hey! What are you still doing here? Well, since you're here, like, follow, subscribe, comment, do some shit! Thank you!